So this video is on my recent trip to the Maldives and it was amazing. Very often I think you go to a lot of places because you first see them on YouTube or in pictures or somewhere, and then you get there and it's kind of disappointing. Well, not here. I think Maldives, any of the islands or the atolls that makes up the Maldives, you really won't be disappointed, right? I really think it's one of those places where pictures do not do it justice. So first, getting to the Maldives is it's pretty difficult. You got to take a layover somewhere because they don't really, I don't think as far as I know, I don't think there's a direct flight that gets here from, some major city in the United States, or up north in the East Asia part, or even Australia. I believe they all stop by somewhere, right? But once you get here, the airport, I mean, it's ridiculous, right? The airport is basically an island, and everybody travels by boat to the main city, which is Malé. I haven't been there yet, but I plan to. If you look at pictures on Google for Malé City, it seems surreal. So anyways, you land here, and then somebody from the resort, they'll be holding a sign. So whatever resort you picked, they'll have a sign right in front of you, and then they pick you up, and then they take you to the small seaplane terminal. So at the seaplane terminal, they get your tickets, weigh your bags, and then they take you to your lounge. And then at the lounge, you have to wait for, X amount of time before they take you. Something that kind of irked me was the seaplanes. Seaplanes are cool. I mean, it's awesome to see it, but I don't know if the prices were, fair, right? So my seaplane this time was $500 per person, and to get to the Maldives, it was like $1,000 per person. So the seaplane cost was outrageous, especially considering that the seaplane ride only lasts for about 25 minutes, right? Not that I want it to be longer, but I read up on this, and it's apparently because this Trans-Maldivian Airways, they have a monopoly on this, right? So they could charge whatever they want. What substitute do you have? But taking a seaplane it's a great experience. You can see all the atolls down the line. It's the most bizarre thing. All these tiny little islands that are popped up in the middle of nowhere, right? And the colors are so extreme. You'll love it, right? If you guys go, I'm once in your lifetime, I think you should go. I've been to Hawaii too, and Hawaii is a very different vibe, but the Maldives, you won't regret it. So once you land, you get your guide. Well, I don't want to say guide, but your resort guide. It seems like one person is in charge of each couple or each room, and that guy will take you to the front desk. They'll give you a welcome drink. It seems like that's a normal thing, and some slippers, and then they'll move all your luggage to your room, right? I think I got a good deal on my room. My room was not a full water villa, but it was a water villa, and I think bang for buck, it's the best deal, right? You could get a beach villa, but with the beach villa, I don't think you're on the water, so it's not as cool. But I heard the Europeans really, really like this. But I've been to other water villas or other resorts like this, and I really think just a normal water villa without the tub on the side is the best value, right? So in my case, this trip around, I paid around $650 a night. And you know what? $650 a night, it's not crazy, right? It's not crazy because you could go to Hawaii and spend that on, a small, tiny hotel room, right? So maybe, it's not a bad deal. And make sure you go to a hotel that's like really all inclusive. I went to a different resort last year, and they said it's all inclusive, but like so many things were not, including mojitos, which was like really upsetting, right? What else do you drink over here? So at this resort, almost everything was included, unless you were like asking for Johnny Walker Blue, right, or some extreme wine. But in this case, they had a great wine selection. They even included Haribo jelly, right, and they refilled that once a day. Most all-inclusive places seem to fill up fill up the refrigerator and all the snacks once a day. So they did the same. Not that I ate all of it, because you know, you could eat at the resort, the restaurant, the buffet, which was excellent, or you could eat at the bar. So like you're constantly eating. So I actually think this is their strategy. They keep you so full all the time. You don't get to eat any of the jelly, because like I really couldn't put in any more. See, the water is crystal clear. I mean, I always wondered where they got the color for the swimming pools, and when I came to the Maldives, I was like, this is where they got it. It looks like a swimming pool, right? And the water is so calm, because nature of atolls. Atolls seem like or atolls are also known as lagoons. So because lagoons are atolls, the center part is isolated from the big waves. So it's really, really calm. I actually thought some parts of it were like, it just looks like a swimming pool. It's super calm. Another fun thing that you can do is just simply just take pictures and videos all over the island. I mean, the views are so amazing and the backgrounds are amazing that any picture actually just looks good, right? So I really think the girls will really appreciate this, and men will turn into cameramen. That's what happened to me. But yeah, so I mean, it's amazing. When the sun's about to set, the pink hue, it's surreal. I really can't describe it, and obviously the camera can't capture it, but it's something you can do. On our last night there, we only stayed there for a couple of days, but on our last night there, the management sent us an invitation. I don't know if this is to everybody or not, but they sent us an invitation to a management cocktail party, which was perfect because it was right before our dinner reservation. At this resort, Constance, they give you, you could go to a restaurant, and not a buffet for a day, and then you could go to a restaurant and order a la carte, so whatever off the menu. And that restaurant, I forgot the name, but it was amazing. It was also really, really good. I highly recommend it. Obviously, there's many, many things to do during the day. And you know what? A lot of people think that, at night you really have nothing to do, but I really enjoy watching stars. So I just downloaded a stargazing app, and then because the islands are so remote and isolated, that you really like, there's no light pollution. So one thing that you could do at night, and we did this every night, is just go up there, go really, really far away from the beaches, or not the beaches, go really, really far away from the villas and the restaurants, and then just lay down. There's many areas to just lay down, and you could just look at stars. And I actually saw the Milky Way galaxy just laying down, right? And if you let the light just go into your eyes, it gets brighter and brighter, brighter. With the app, you could see planets. It's actually really, really cool. So is it worth it, right? So this is the budget that I had. Whole trip cost approximately $5,600. I think, give or take 300 bucks. Is it worth it? Yeah, I definitely think so. So if you could go on, one fantasy vacation, I think this should be it, right? Or this should be on a very, very short list.